Now, today's lecture is about the cell structure and organization. The common things about the cells, they are included in the core syllabus. Common things about the cell, they are included in the core syllabus. Like common thing is all cells, most of the cells, all cells, except virus. We don't include virus in the living things, okay? They have cytoplasm. And all other structures, and they are contained or they are embedded, they are studied in the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is a thick fluid, a thick fluid, and it contains all the cell structures. And you will use for the cell structures onward organelles. Organelles, okay? Yes, boys, this is chapter number 2, and all this you can find on page number 25, 26, 27. 25, 26, 27. For 24, wait, at the end I am telling you what to do with page number 24, okay? You can find these on page number 25, then 26, and tomorrow 27, inshallah, okay? Today just 25, 26, okay? I'm writing on the side here, so do not forget this. This is book, page number 25, 26. Okay, boys, now I told you cytoplasm is common to all of the cells, either if it is a bacterial cell or fungal cell or plant cell or animal cell or a protoctista cell, but cytoplasm is common in all of the cells. And then inside the cells, there is a black spot, and that black spot, you should understand this, okay? That black dot that could be visible under the microscope if the cell is in the process of division. If the cell is not dividing, then that could not be visible. The nucleus could be seen. All of the boys should make sure your attendance, your participation, okay? The nucleus, because I have the list, I will be asking now questions, okay? Anas Abdul Wahab, okay? So the nucleus is visible only at the time of cell division, and this could be made visible by adding some color, some color to the slide. When you are observing the cell with the microscope, okay, some things could be visible and some parts could not be seen. So you will have to add a little bit color, and mostly we are using iodine color. Iodine is also a chemical, a color, okay? Or you can use any color, okay? So that color is the nucleus contain enzyme and DNA chemical, so it is very sensitive, so it will become brighter, it will be clearly visible then. So that's the way how to make it visible on the slide. And the nucleus is almost located in the center of the cell, but sometime, Mahmoud Shawish, you can ask in the chat box. Sometimes this nucleus could be it could be pushed aside in the plant cells. You will see now in the figures how is it pushed aside. Okay, so this is a nucleus. It is this nucleus is this nucleus is covered in a membrane, and that is called nuclear membrane. Okay, that nuclear membrane is porous, and that is having small microscopic openings, and the substances, they move in and out from the nuclear membrane. What kind of substances? Like enzymes, because it controls all the chemical reactions. So in the middle of the cytoplasm there is nucleus, and nucleus contain nuclear membrane, and the whole cell and the whole cytoplasm is surrounded by a membrane that's called cell membrane, cell surface membrane. What you will have to use for this cell, because in the new syllabus it is written cell surface membrane, okay? It is written cell surface membrane. Okay. In the new, if they are using in the exam cell surface membrane, so you should remember, you should not forget this, that that means cell membrane. Okay, cell surface membrane. We are using this term now. Like for the warm blooded, we are using homoiotherms. For the cold blooded, we are using piclotherm. The same way we are using for cell structures organelles, because you are now in the IGs. You will go to appear in the IGs exam, so you have to remember these terms. Okay, cell surface membrane. Now the cell surface membrane surround the cell. The cell wall, the cell wall is another wall surrounding the cell, but only plant cells, and that is made from a complex kind of molecules, and that membrane which is surrounding the plant cell, that is called, that wall is called that is made from cellulose, that is made from cellulose, that is made from cellulose. Okay, this one, cellulose is made from glucose, but glucose, they have three different types of structures, and they are made into, the glucose are made into different chains. So the complex one chains and longest chains and very developed chain, that is called cellulose. Okay, and that cellulose is making the cell wall, and the cell wall in the plant cell, that is the outermost part of the plant cell, outermost part. Okay, in the plant cells. Okay, now in the plant cell another structure is there. Okay, these two, cell membrane and cytoplasm, are common to all the cells. Okay, all the cells. Now cell wall is not in the animal cells. Okay, it could be in the plant cells, even in the bacterial cells, it could be in the fungal cells, and in the it could be in the uh, protoctista cells, and some it could be, and some it could not be. Okay. Okay, another thing is chloroplast. Chloroplast is the same way, it could be found in the plant cells. Okay, chloroplast. Why? The reason is it is a chemical, and the chloroplast could be in different colors. Okay, in the plant cells, but the one which is most common in the plant leaves or in the parts which are looking green, that is called chloroplast. Okay, otherwise there could be other color pigments in the plants, like in the fruits or in the petals. Okay, they appear in different colors. Okay, but the one which is causing the plant to be green, and what is the use of it, this organelle, this chloroplast are seen here, these chloroplast green, they are they the main function is to absorb sunlight. So the site found in the cytoplasm and are packed with the pigment, and this pigment, this green color is called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll means green color. Like I told, cytoplasm, different types are there, but which is the green one, that is called chlorophyll, that is green in color, and the function is coming onward. Okay, now beside this there are vacuoles. Vacuoles are vesicle. Vesicle, always we use vesicles for membrane structures. Vesicle means membrane structures. Now vacuoles could be sometime large in the plant cells, like in the plant cell, this one is large permanent vacuole. Okay, even this could be large, this much, it will push aside the nucleus. But in the animal cells, you can see this is visible with the simple microscope. Okay, see, cell membrane could be visible in both cell membrane. Okay, which is surrounding the cytoplasm. Okay, the cytoplasm could be seen, this is cytoplasm. Okay, in both cytoplasm and this membrane, this is, now another structure is nucleus, the red one. Why? Because it controls chemical reactions, it contains different structures, inheritance structures, and vacuole could be seen here, not visible here, because it will be permanent here, it is temporary here. It could not be permanent in the animal cells, but it could be permanent in the plant cells. Mahmoud Shavish, it contains, I'm going to that, when it contains vacuole, when there is need for the storage of some substance, there could appear a vacuole. Okay, vacuole will be appearing in the animal cells if there is need to store some substances, or to have some substances transporting from one place to another, so that is enclosed in the vacuole. Then vacuole move forward or backward in this way. And in the plant cells, the permanent vacuole is there, so that contains cell sap. What does it contain? Cell sap. This vacuole will contain cell sap. Here it can contain the same cell sap. Cell sap means watery solution containing minerals, vitamins, chemicals. Watery solution containing minerals, vitamins, these things. Okay. Yeah, you can, and I will upload this, and you will have the record. Okay, Omar, vacuoles are structures. These, you can say, vesicles. They are membranous structures. You can say membranous structures. I'm writing here that you may not be able to forget membranous structures. Okay. uh, uh, mem- membranous. hmm? Membranous structures means membranous structures. Membranous structure means, you can then the book it will be written vesicles. Okay, vesicles containing what? Containing a cell sap. Now, what is cell sap? Watery solution uh, con- containing this watery solution containing minerals and other substances. Okay, you can say, and other like vitamins. Okay, like other chemicals, substances, chemicals, you can write any. Okay. uh, Now cell sap is that solution. Okay. Okay, these are about the vacuoles. Okay, this is about the vacuole. I am drawing a line from here. This is vacuole. Okay, about this vacuole. Okay. Now these could be permanent in the plant cells, not permanent in the animal cells. Vacuoles. Okay, I wrote it about vacuoles. Okay, vacuoles. Okay, this was something general about the cells. This could you could have this information from grade 7, and it was easy. Okay. Yeah, you can say food molecules like glucose molecules, like amino acid, like vitamins, like enzymes. Mostly contain enzymes. Omar, understood? It's about vacuoles. Mahmoud Chavish, you understood this? That this writing is about vacuole. Mahmoud Chavish. Okay, great. Okay. Any question till here? Any question till this part? If you have, no. Okay. Still, if you have any questions, okay, you can. Boys, when you are okay, now go to this one. Okay, animal and plant cells under a light microscope. Okay, this one will be giving you a little bit more details. I'm erasing this now. Okay, I'm erasing this all, but you can see it in the recording. You can see it. Okay, this will be cell structures again, and I told you you will be using for the cell structures the word, the term organelles. Organelles, okay? You can say cell structures. Still, if they are asking you to define organelle, what is organelle? So you can, and in the core syllabus, you can write cell structure, but in extended, no, little bit, you will need something else, okay? Organelles are independent cell structures surrounded by their own membranes, okay? These could be, okay, organelles, okay? Cell structures, you will have to use these terms now, okay? That cell structures are called organelles, and they could be defined like cell structures. But what are cell structures? Independent cell structures. Independent, okay? Means they can be taken as a separate, as an individual organ, is an individual part, not organ, okay? For the cell organ, but for us part, as a separate part of the cell, okay? So that could be visible, that could be seen, that could be studied, that could be means investigated, okay? So that is called like examples of, example of this are yes, independent cell structures. But I told you that what are these independent cell structures? Any structure which is surrounded by their own membrane and has its own function as well. Okay, like mitochondria function is to do respiration. Vacuole is organelle which is doing storage mostly. Nucleus is organelle which is controlling cell chemical reactions. So chlorophyll is organelle, chloroplast is organelle that is doing photosynthesis in plants. So such things which are independent, they are embedded, they are studied in the cell cytoplasm. So they are called organelles, and we are simply using for them cell structures. All cell structures are located in the cytoplasm, okay? Following organelles are visible. Following six, see, following organelles means following cell structures are visible. They can be seen in almost all cells, okay, except prokaryotes. Because prokaryotes, you know that they are simple. They don't have definite nucleus. Prokaryotes like bacteria cell, they have just a thread. Like if we take like this one bacteria, so there's no, there could be some like the structures, and that could be just a thread of cytoplasm, a single chromosome. This in the cytoplasm, then cell membrane, then cell wall, then there could be like flagellum and different things, and there could be slime capsule, and there will be circular strands. These are pieces of DNA. Okay, so there is no like this way nucleus. There isn't in the prokaryotic cell. If so, this is not found in the bacterial cell. Okay, so prokaryotic cell, they don't have this one. They have just the DNA, or they just have the chromosome, or they have the hereditary material, and they have genetic material. They have genetic material which is spread, or which is located in the cytoplasm, but in a dispersed way, that is not located definitely in a specific nucleus. So that's called prokaryote, and they could be seen with a larger magnification. Now here you have to understand two things, and you can understand these two things from page number 24. From which page? page number 24. Okay, you will have to read that page. I am just explaining here. Okay. Just a minute, 1 minute. Okay. Oh, boys, here on page number 24, they are they are writing here the cell structures. Okay, the cell structures. So the cell structures, I told you they are called organelles. Okay, and organelles are independent cell structures which could be surrounded by by their own membrane, not cell membrane, by their own membrane. Like nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Okay, and the same way they can do their own functions. Now, if you take a slight piece of any shoot, you can see on page number 24 figure, I'm writing here, page 24, figure 2.1. Okay, now in this figure, this is taken from a small plant shoot. But how is it taken? For example, this was, for example, if this is the shoot, plant shoot. Okay, so cut it from here and throw it, and then again take it from here another slice with a blade. Okay, so this part we took, this we took it. Now this part will be called section. Huh? Section. Okay, what is this section? It was a slice taken from a plant shoot. Okay, if you had a plant shoot and you took this thing, so that could be that could be this way. Okay, now this one you took it. Okay, this one I will do it with the green one so that could be easily seen. Okay, the upper part removed that, yeah, because that is not like plain smooth, huh? So you remove that, and below that take this part. You understood, Umar? The top part was not smooth. The top part was not like smooth and plain. So we removed that. Okay. Otherwise, you could take that. You could take a slice from there, from any part. Okay, that's good. But we remove it. Why? Because I wanted a very smooth piece, a very smooth slice. Huh? You understood, Umar? And after that, yeah, then you know you will have, if you took it like this way, okay, that is called, if you took it along the, so this will be like for example, this was like circular like this one when you cut it, okay, the upper side, and then from here this was the stem, the stem or the shoot, uh, these were looking the inside parts. Okay, and then you, this part you removed, this part, see I am changing the color, this upper part, this upper, you remove this with the blade. Okay, so this is called section, but it is called, what type of section is this called? This is called transverse section. Okay, okay, transverse section is any section which is taken along the width, You understood this? If you cut it like this one, that will be uh, transverse section. And section is any slice, any piece which is taken from any living thing, not only from plant, any living organism, for studying with the microscope. If you are taking something from any living organism, some piece, some tissue, some cells, and you are observing them, you are studying them with the microscope, that is called section. What is called that one? That is called section. Okay, section is any piece or any slice taken from any living organism, but here we are taking from plant. Why? The plant sections could be studied easily. They could be studied easily. How do we, sir, do we also have it? How cell can be divided? Cell division, we will do it in the next chapter, but cell division means that one cell divides to make two daughter cells. One cell divide to make two daughter cells. Like we are eating food, that food is used to increase the size of the cells, and then when the cell increase in size, it splits into two, it becomes two. So that is simple division. Okay, but how does it happens in detail? We will study this in chapter number 17. Okay, now transverse section is that section which is taken along the width, which is taken along the width. You understood that how to cut it. Okay, with a razor blade, you have to take care that do not cut your hands or fingers. Okay, now another thing is, if we cut it along the this way, if you cut a piece from this side or we cut a piece from this side, see, this is called along the length. Then what will be called that one type? That will be called longitudinal. Longitudinal section is that one which is cut along the length, which is cut along the length. See, length and transverse section, or any piece, this is called section. These are very important. Now another thing is, which is general, that we, when we take any piece of cell, and if somebody is having strong eyesight, he can see it like boxes. Cells, how do they look? They look like boxes. Okay, and plant cells, not like animal cells, are very small. They could they, without the microscope, you cannot see. Okay, when you look at the cell with the microscope, they could be visible like boxes. And then inside the boxes, I told you that there could be cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell membrane and cell wall and different things, and vacuoles and other objects could be there. Okay, these were something. Another thing is, you should understand, that is called magnification. Okay, enlarging the size. Okay, to make something larger, bigger, magnify. So microscope will have lenses, and those lenses will magnify the cells, then that could be visible. Without magnification, could not be visible. And one is called resolution, making the picture or anything seen with the microscope clear, to be seen, or more visible, more transparent. Okay, to be seen in more details. Okay, this could be boys, you understood that magnification just enlarging the size, but resolution not just making the size larger. That will be making the picture to be more clear, like different parts of the cell. For example, inside you are seeing here the cell, but different parts are not visible clearly. So to make them to be visible clearly, you have to use the resolution. So these were something about the page number 24 about the cell structure while using microscope. Microscope could be here light microscope, and electron microscope could be there in the computer lab, the science labs. Okay, in schools mostly we have light microscope. Light microscope can have two types of lenses. We will do that in another separate uh, uh, lecture. But the light microscope increase, magnify the size from, take it from 100, 400, 1000 times. The figure which is 2.1, this is 2.1 figure in the page, okay, 2.1 figure, this one. This figure is actually 0.03 millimeter. How much was that one? 0.03 millimeter. This was actually 0.03 millimeter, but now it is made 60 times larger. So magnify, multiply with 60. It is magnified. So how magnified? It is it is magnified 60 times, multiply by 60. So now it could be seen just 2 millimeters. So 2 millimeter could be seen easily because everybody can see 2 millimeter. Otherwise, actually it was 0.003 millimeter. That is very small. This one, which one you want to highlight, Ziad Ali? Yeah, you can highlight, and for writing you have to write all the all the terms. Which terms I'm saying now? These all you have to write down. Okay, on page number 24, there's written micro photo micrograph. What is written there? Photo micrograph. So photo micrograph means just write down with you. Okay, photo micrograph. Any picture taken with the microscope. Okay, any picture taken with microscope, that's called photo micrograph. Then section, I have written here section on page number 24. Okay, section, it is written here section. Okay, you have to just write down with you and write down the definition section. Okay, then this written transverse section, I wrote it here. The slice or the piece of any living organisms which is cut across the width or breadth. Now longitudinal section, any section which is taken along the length. And this is written stain. Okay, this is written stain, STAIN. Stain means to apply any color. Applying color, applying means color, chemical. When you apply some chemicals on something, you are staining it. If you are taking color and you are coloring something, some cells, some tissues, you are staining it. That's called stain.